Hello everybody, my name is CulBlu. I'm bringing out this video of me unboxing a board game, and today I'm going to be unboxing Dorfromantik The Boardgame. As you can see here before you, yes, I did get into Dorfromantik The Boardgame in a very backwards manner. I did not play the video game. I did play Dorfromantik Light Luggage, the lighter version of the game. I had Dorfromantik Sakura first, the second version of this game, and now I've finally come back to the core, come back to the roots, and I have Dorfromantik The Boardgame. I'm getting ready to do unboxing, so let me get our background music started, because you know I love my background music here. And let's get into the unboxing of this one. I don't think there's really much to be said outside of I've enjoyed my experience with Dorfromantik Light Luggage, and I'm looking forward to exploring more of the game. I mean, so much so that I justified being able to go out, or going out and buying the base game, the original, even though I have Dorfromantik Sakura and Dorfromantik Light Luggage. I don't think I'm going to get Dorfromantik Duel, because, I mean, I guess a two-player version of this game sounds cool, two-player competitive version sounds cool, but I think the whole fun of this game is the leisure, kind of place your tile and do your stuff thing. So let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit closer here so we can read the back of the box. And for this one, it says Dorfromantik is a cooperative tile placement game in which you create a beautiful world of hexagonal landscapes while completing tasks requested by its residents. The more points you score, the more new landscapes you can unlock and add to your world. These will add new challenges and will help you score even more points in future games. What is the highest score you can achieve? So this is the instructions. Step 1, place landscapes to complete tasks requested by residents. Step 2, gain points to improve your high score. Step 3, unlock additional components and all that fun stuff. Oh, I also do live stream here on Twitch. That's twitch.tv/CulBlu. That's CulBlu. I'm mostly saying that because we have Time Roller here in the chat. Hello, Time Roller. Welcome, welcome. Yes, whoops, indeed. Yes, your dwarf is romantic. Yes, I was commenting on the game because I had it on the screen for a few moments. Then Dorfromantik. Oh, yeah. Yep, that's working. That's working. Keep workshopping that. I think it's actually going well, and I'm not being sarcastic. I wonder if you do like from, oh, that's what you did. You did door from antique. Yeah. Okay, sorry. I'll stop being silly. All right, got tiny scissors here so I can open up the shrink wrap. Let's open this up. That's right. We encourage creativity here. We don't like to trample over the creative process. That's why we have background music every video. That's right. You can't stop me. You can't stop my creative process. It's not true, you could. You can just stop watching the video, but hey, don't do that. Don't do that. All right. Shrink wrap is now open. Yes. So Time Roller asks in the Twitch chat here, says, I'm so confused. How are you opening this? Weren't you playing yesterday? Yes, I was playing Dorfromantik Light Luggage. I was not playing Dorfromantik The Boardgame, which, from my understanding, Dorfromantik Light Luggage is very similar in rules to Dorfromantik The Boardgame. I think it's just not similar in the sense that it has less rules. So I would not be surprised if it had exactly the same rules and maybe even some of the same tiles, but it is slightly smaller stuff. So let me just bring the rest of these on. So here's Dorfromantik Sakura. I had that one first, and then there's Dorfromantik Light Luggage. That was the one I played yesterday in the IRL timeline of the world. For those wondering, I mean, if you're watching this on YouTube, it'll seem like I played the game like maybe a week ago or something like that. I don't know what the exact schedule is going to be for release, but I've had Dorfromantik Sakura. I actually did an unboxing a while ago. I never played it, never learned how to play it because I was like, I don't know. And then I got Dorfromantik Light Luggage, and now we have Dorfromantik The Boardgame, which we're going to go ahead and open the box now. And I was encouraged to go play Dorfromantik Sakura, but I was like, hey, what if I just got the original and just played that too? So I'm playing every single one of these games except for Dorfromantik Sakura. And this is some information letting people know that, hey, there's a video game that exists. And this is how one of my friends, I don't think Turnip's been on this channel, but my friend Bear is married to Turnip the Mana, and Turnip loves Dorfromantik, the video game. So I was aware of that. So I knew it existed as a board game, or as a video game. I didn't know it existed as a board game until I got it, Dorfromantik Sakura. But let's go and get everything out of the box here. So we got our rule sheet. Sorry, let me zoom back out. We got our rule sheets. We have a lot of our cardboard tiles. I'm seeing some of the same exact design language. Oh, actually, we go from 4. Oh, there's 4 2 5s and 2 6s. Okay. So it looks like in Dorfromantik Light Luggage, there's a single 4, single 5, and a single 6. Looks like in this one, there's a single 4, 2 5s, and 2 6s. Okay. And then here is the roadmap for you to unlock your stuff. And then here is a sheet. Is this a score sheet? Okay, I see. This is your unlocking track, and this is your score sheet. I see. Okay. Cool. Yep, open the box. Open the box. Achievements. Or, yeah, okay. All right, got it. So you kind of go up a little track. These little boxes are what Dorfromantik Sakura had as well. I didn't want to open them, but I wanted to kind of sleeve everything, but I don't think I did. Actually, did I? I don't think I did. I don't think I sleeved anything in Dorfromantik Sakura. I can check. Hold on. Sorry. I know this is supposed to be an unboxing for Dorfromantik The Boardgame, but I have Dorfromantik Sakura, which I've had for a while, like I keep saying, since the beginning of this year at least. I'm pretty sure I didn't sleeve anything. I added a bag for, what are these? I added a bag for the task tokens. Okay, so I guess I clearly didn't know how this game worked. All right, I added a bag for the little task tokens, and that was unnecessary. But I can let future me deal with that. But yeah, I don't think I opened in these boxes. I'm just gonna open box number 1, and yeah, no, I did not open any of these boxes. So yeah, those have gold cards and stuff in there. I mean, it's not a spoiler. If you play Dorfromantik, you know there's goals and stuff. Okay, cool. All right, well, glad I refreshed my memory on that. Now that I know how to play the game. Look at me, being an expert on something that I just learned about being fun. It's crazy, isn't it? All right, let's get Dorfromantik Sakura out of here because it's stealing the show. Get out of here, you pretty looking board game. Go be attractive over there. Okay, there we go. All right, continuing with the main show though, we have Dorfromantik, the board game. There's not really a ton inside of here. I will check to see if there's anything under the insert. I didn't see any, well, sorry, I'm not going to spoil if there was or wasn't anything under the insert. Sometimes they hide stuff under the insert. But for here, we have our boxes that we'll unlock as we go. And I'm assuming this will just be more gold cards, more tiles, more fun stuff to kind of try to play through and get better at the game as I go. More task tiles and the like. And that's kind of it. I mean, there's not really much else inside of here. They did not... Actually, I don't think Dorfromantik Sakura punched out the cardboard for me. Actually, none of them did, now I'm thinking about it. I was going to say, they did not punch the cardboard for me, but to be honest, none of them did. So, that's on me for being silly. Let's go ahead and look at the cardboard, since we got everything out of the box except for those hidden boxes. And let's go ahead and see if we can do our drop test. I mean, the cardboard's kind of in there. That's fine. All right, now let's do like a nice little... Okay, no chance. All right, so the die cut is reasonable. It's a little bit tough there, but it's fine. I can live with that. Oh, they have trains? Whoa. Okay. That's gonna be an interesting element. So is it trains and rivers? Oh, wow. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I'm used to playing Dorfromantik Light Luggage where they only have rivers, which were causing me problems. I can imagine rivers and trains. So I guess these are the train tracks. These are the rivers. Cool. I wonder if this one has surrounds. That might be an unlocked thing later on. I don't know. Not entirely sure, but I do know. Sorry, I'm just gonna move my mic a little bit. 1 second. All right, there we go. Sorry for those who are listening with headphones, and now you have to readjust your audio mid-video, but my mic was a little bit low, so I just moved it. But yeah, punching out the rest of these for our gold tiles and our landscape tiles here. Oh, this is a task tile. Okay, this is landscape tile. All right, cool. So, more task tiles with the quote marks or dialogue box. These are more landscape tiles. And I wonder if this one, do you take 3 tiles out? I guess I can look at the rules, but in Dorfromantik Light Luggage, you take 3 tiles out before you play. And that's what got me in my first few games, because I was like, my score is so good. That's because I didn't take any tiles out. And it doesn't always impact the game directly, but it did mean I got 3 more tiles than I probably should have, or than I should have, and my score was looking a little bit better. Surprisingly enough, my score wasn't that much better. It was a little bit better, but it's not that much. I think my highest score in Dorfromantik Light Luggage was 137, and the max score, or the top score in that game is 180 once you have everything unlocked. So, as a result of that, I feel 137 on some, you know, extra points because I had extra tiles. Seems like it was not a valid victory there. So I can only imagine what the score goes up to in this one. Does it even go by score? $400? Oh my gosh. Jeez. All right. Well, I'm assuming you can get 400 points if you get all the way to the top. But again, Dorfromantik Light Luggage was meant to be a shorter game. So I don't know what the play length difference is between Dorfromantik Light Luggage and this one. I can say that for this one, there are way more tiles. Dorfromantik Light Luggage, you have like 36 tiles, landscape tiles, and you only have 15 objective tiles, 15 task tiles. So for this one, it looks like you have 5 of each, and there's 5. There's no wraparound, at least here. I'm assuming wraparound might get unlocked later. So yeah, it seems like this is going to be a longer game, which is fine. I mean, in my playthrough video that I did, Dorfromantik Light Luggage, it's not a spoiler, but I did 3 playthroughs of that in a single video, and that video ended up being like 1 hour and like 10 minutes long. So it's about like 20-ish minutes, 20 plus minutes, 25 minutes per playthrough. So if this one's longer, I would be okay with that. I think that's one of my, not to spoil my review of Dorfromantik Light Luggage, but I think one of my complaints was that I kind of wish the game was a little bit longer. Like once I kind of get things going, it feels nice and I just want a little bit more length. So I think, as I speculated then, I think having this version of the game is going to solve that problem. Give me plenty of time to do what I want. Speaking of which, we've successfully got everything out of its container, and now we get to use the storage here. Looks like this is for the landscape tiles. And there's a little bit of room in there. And then over here, we can put our objectives, our task tiles. There's a little bit of room in the middle. I'm assuming that's for the special tiles. And then there's no baggies inside of this, which I guess this might be why I used the little drawstring bag. Knowing how this game works, I think, do I have one near me? I was gonna use a Geekbox Slim, but I don't know if I have any extra Geekbox Slims nearby. I might have to get up and go grab one, but let me see if I can find one. I have a Geekbox Normal. It's probably fine for me to use a Cube for Me tray. I'll just use a Cube for Me one. I gotta get some more Geekbox Slims because the Geekbox Slims, I used to get like a lot of those, but the place where I would buy them from, I haven't been there in a little bit because I kind of gave myself a pause on buying board games because, surprise, I have a lot of board games in my collection, in my hobby here as a hobbyist. But I slowed down for like 2 months on buying board games, and as a result, I ended up not visiting the board game store a ton, so I'm running pretty low on the Geekbox Slims. I'd rather use those than the Cube for Me ones though, because the Cube for Me ones I have to order from Poland, I think, and those take like a month and a half to get here when I do get an order. So the last order I did was like a huge order, like $300 or something like that of order, but I had a discount code, so it ended up being like $220 or something like that. I forgot what the discount was. It was like Black Friday or something. And yeah, so I kind of stocked up on some of the main stuff. So what I'm trying to say is that I don't have an infinite number of these, but I have a source or a supplier to get the Geekbox Slims. This is a Geekbox Normal though, so I don't want to use this one. I end up not using the Geekbox Normals because they're just a little bit bigger than I want them to be. But this is fine. This is a Cube for Me mini Euro tray. And I keep mentioning these names. I'm not sponsored by anybody, but I do like Cube for Me stuff. And look, that fits in right perfect. This is probably for the gold cards, I would assume, once I start getting gold cards. But for right now, that's going to be where that sits. And oh no, that's not going to sit flat, is it? Ah, shoot. Well, it's fine. All right, so I'm going to put everything back in the box. Oh, actually, before I do, hold on. Let me take a gander at the rule book, the book of rules. So we'll look at the rule book. I think it's going to be the same kind of flow as the other Dorfromantics. So you kind of have your visuals explaining. Oh, they have a storage spot. Nice. But this is explaining a different type of task tiles. So there's 5 of 5, so 25 instead of 5 of 3, which is 60. Nope, that's not right. That's oh my gosh, 55. Wait, no, that's not right. Hold on. 5 of 5 is 25, right? So then 5 of 3. Oh man, geez, I'm getting cooked by math here. Sorry, that's 15. Oh, geez. For some reason, I was thinking like 30 or 15 plus 15 is 30, but that's just points. Okay, never mind. Sorry. Having a hard day here, apparently. Okay, so you have 25 tasks instead of your 15 from the light luggage one. And I keep comparing it to light luggage because that's the only game I've actually sat down and played. And I did a playthrough video and everything of it. It should be released before this unboxing goes live. Or you can go and check my channel and find it there. Just kind of explaining placement, and I'm assuming that the railroads and the rivers have restrictions. You can't just cut them off. That'll be my assumption. Yeah, okay, so it looks like rivers and railroads, you must continue. You can't just cut those off. And I don't know how I feel about the railroads being included. I mean, again, my only context is light luggage, and I kind of like the simplicity of just placing the tiles like I had before. I had a lot of struggles with that as a game already. So I can imagine the railroads adding a good bit of additional challenge and additional fun, but cool. All right, let's talk about achievement cards, and then it gives some credits, some people here, illustrators, all the fun stuff. Okay, cool. Important, don't mix in the special tiles. One's the signpost. All right, yeah. So rulebook seems very passable, seems very readable. You can also use dice to learn how to play the game, which I guess is fine. The rulebook's not, I mean, the rules aren't that complex in this game, although I did play a rule wrong for a long while. And I'll mention this video just in case somebody watches this video and they want to jump into the game. When you reveal your task tile, you were supposed to put the task marker on it first before you place a tile. The way I was playing before, which was wrong and more difficult, was to reveal the task tile, place it, and then reveal the actual score, the number that I needed, and that led to some disastrous situations. But I went back and fixed my mistakes there. Okay, so it's all done. Let's go ahead and put this back in its box. Really, we just gotta put the rule sheet back in, and we'll be done. So there we go. That is it for that. Oh, I see. That's why I did that. Okay. So Dorfromantik Sakura, I kept the cardboard in here like this. Now, I mentioned this in a different video, not being relevant, but I'm gonna move this off screen so I don't spoil if there's anything under this tray or anything not under this tray. But what you can do essentially is you can take your cardboard waste, I should say, and then put it under the tray, and that lifts up the box. That lifts up to your tray, and it makes sure that everything kind of stays nice in contact with the top of the box. And it'll prevent box lift because there's no box lift when it came in. I mean, now if there's box lift beforehand, this might be a bad idea. You don't have to use all the cardboard, you can use a little bit of it. But the idea is that it gets the pieces kind of flush with the top of the box so it'll stay in. And I store my board game sideways. I know some people think that's insane, but I store my board game sideways, so therefore that helps out a lot. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to take that off screen. All right, so I got Dorfromantik. Unboxing has been completed. I will eventually do a playthrough of both of these. I have done a playthrough of Dorfromantik Sakura in my small box big game series because it's a smaller box and a pretty big game. But eventually I'll be doing a playthrough of this one, and then I'm assuming a playthrough of this one. I'm assuming this one's just this but prettier. So sure. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one. So thank you all very much for watching. Hopefully this is informative. I hope you all enjoyed it. And as always, I will see you all whenever.